Hello everyone, and welcome back to watching Fwipp here on the CryptoCraft server. You know what I was realizing the other day, everybody? Everybody here, pretty much everybody here, has their own mob trap system. There's Lesquatch's very famous zombie spawner. There's Knight's creeper trap, along with an Enderman spawner in the end that nobody really goes to. And it's time that I made one. And the other day, while I was exploring the wilderness, I actually found exactly the perfect tool to build the perfect mob spawn trap. And I know exactly what we're going to do for this test run. I've been saving some spawners and putting them in this little dead village here. And this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to build a mob spawner trap for these skeletal druids. Yes, now you're probably thinking, why would I do that? I mean, what do they drop that's so important? Well, the thing is, besides golden hose, which I could actually recraft into golden hose that don't have damage, and then melt down with an alloy furnace back into gold ingots. Oh, there we go. Now you see what this mob trap is capable of. That's quicksand. That comes from extra biomes. That comes from mini jungles that you find in the wilderness. Let's go grab some more of these druid spawners. These are actually quite dangerous druids. What they do is they fire little blasts that turn whatever they touch into leaf blocks. So trying to make a mob trap from them is significantly difficult, because if they see you, well, obviously, they could technically turn anything into leaf blocks, which is a problem. You definitely don't want, you know, your special machines turning into garbage by mistake from a misfired missile. Anyway, I've decided to put them down here. Yes, oh, come here. Try and make sure this one doesn't spawn and destroy me already. Okay, how many have I gathered up from the Twilight Forest? I've just kind of been grabbing spawners and leaving them in this broken village for kicks, really. You might have noticed a mini ghast spawner from one of those tall towers. Yeah, I don't really have a plan for that. I think I might have put in one either right here in that house. There might be another one in that house. Let's go see real quick before horrible things spawn. Yes, so there's two more. Okay, let's get out of here before I spawn horrible things. Seriously, though, when you've got, like, 5 mini ghasts, 4 wisps, and minotaurs running around, it's a very dangerous place. So today we're just going to use these 4 druid spawners to see exactly how effective quicksand is at actually killing mobs. Because I'm very interested in that. There we go. And a 4th one will probably make this a pretty effective method of getting items. Now, what I've noticed is that quicksand will kill anything when its head is underneath it, even if there is no block that its legs are inside. This is useful because quicksand in mini jungles, if you find those places, I don't know how rare they are, but they always spawn in 3x3x3 blocks. So it's not difficult to grab a lot of quicksand if you know where to go. So the thing is, this should just basically spawn the mobs, they fall down, they land, they slowly go through the quicksand, and then they, they die. And then their drops fall through to a safe floor. Let's quickly get rid of the, Now, I have a jetpack. That's actually the only way I've noticed of getting out of quicksand. Oh, I don't want these guys to spawn while I'm in it, though. Yeah, let's get out of there. Come on, fly, Fwipp, fly. I don't know if these druids can spawn in the air or not, but I don't want to find out. Come on. Fly. Seriously, if you don't have a jetpack, you will just die. You will just die from quicksand. Okay, so what do I want to do here? How much silver do I have left? Okay, let's add in another layer, maybe, just for safety purposes. Now, maybe it's because it's an open air. No. I've never had trouble with druids spawning in the daytime, I don't think. I actually don't realize if they are affected by light or not. Originally, I kind of wanted them to be an open air kind of spawner deal, because I like that idea of being able to see things. Whoops! Yeah, don't fall inside this. Seriously, if you don't have a jetpack, you'll just die. But maybe it'd be a more effective spawn trap if it was totally dark. So let's do that and see what happens. Now it's all set up. There's a wood golem over there who's just going to pick up everything and put it in a chest. This is kind of like the first test. I don't really mind if it doesn't work, and in particular, I just want to see if these druids, well, will die. I think I hear them spawning already. Let's head down to the area that I've set out to go get them. Like, later on, I can definitely use an emerald pipe to suck stuff out of the chest, make the hose auto-craft themselves, and then melt them down automatically. So let's go down here. Yeah, the druid's dying. They're not going to fire when I'm over here. That little wood golem should see their drops and not die to them. Yeah, okay. I don't actually know what druids can drop other than bones and... oh, what's that over there? Torch berries. Wonderful. This may actually be really effective because I am using quite a few more than one spawner. It's going to take a while to kill them, of course. However, I'm completely safe. Take out the cobblestone from building the trap. It is a shame that I can't really put glass in, or the light levels would kind of be destroyed, wouldn't they? I like how the little golem guy, at the very least, is completely invincible. He don't mind. He don't mind at all. Go in there, go grab some bones. I don't know, what, at the very least, it's a torchberry trap. Like, that is certainly something I get for free from these druid guys. That, well, I don't exactly want to scour the forest for them. They're just torchberries, right? Great. Now it is nighttime, so I don't want to go get myself killed. But I do at least want to put in some lights. Well, not lights, but some glass viewers, so that I can actually see how effective this trap is at all times. I know, this might turn down the spawns, but I don't plan for this to be active all the time. I just want to have my own mob trap, you know? What's wrong with that? Although I can't see what's going on until I, really sadly open this up to the sky. But that's fine. I mean, what's so bad about that? I'm pretty sure as they're dying, they can't, there's no danger of them shooting me or destroying this glass. It's kind of funny watching them die in quicksand, isn't it? It's the perfect block. You can put it anywhere. Anything will die in it. And players can't even jump out. It's not a player trap, though. So that's fine. All I need to do is get my wand, change this all into green kapok logs to blend in with the grass, and there we go. Our first successful and very, power... It doesn't need any power. It's beautiful. Our first mob trap, made by yours truly. Now, I do have some plans for other things. I could build any kind of mob trap, actually, like this. In fact, I could add more spawners to this, because I can, and that'd be it, right? Anything falling in there would die, drop all its drops, and, there's no restriction at all. I could add... well, maybe angry wolves would survive. Depends. Anything that's too high. That's really the requirement, I think. But, like, if I want minotaur drops, boom! Dead minotaurs. But I think the next thing that I want to do, perhaps... Oh, there is the possibility of them staying on the spawners, though. Well, still, you're kind of stuck, aren't you? What are you gonna do, anyway? Poor little druid man. Now then, the nether thing... the next thing that I'm going to build... You know what, let's skip ahead to once it's built, because that's gonna be boring, but it's something certainly special that I found while I was exploring, so I'll be right back. Alright, everybody. I've built this small little holding room. Yes, right next to the other viewing area, which is the dust compilation machine, which of course, as you know, has been fitted to hold zinc, and it's got a ton of zinc. So, in the near future, we're gonna fix the roller coaster, maybe, by actually making it not be out of cobble. Here's the point, though. Well, first of all, let's get rid of some of this ridiculous inventory I'm carrying right now. Especially since I might actually die. I don't plan to die. I mean, have a look at all my items. I mean, I doubt my jetpack's gonna run out of power, but I certainly do need it for this. Any idea what that is? I'm gonna tell you right now. I've done some testing on mob despawns, and I know that, for example, pig zombies do despawn, unless they're actually holding gear, in which case they'll be there forever. Today we're going to go check on a new kind of mob, one I haven't found yet and haven't even found in single quest. I'm sure you guys are aware of which it is right now, but in case you are still disbelieving, let's do this. I've moved my portal to exactly what I found the other day while I was exploring. Yes. Where are we? We are here, near a village, yes. But more importantly, near a swamp. And for other purposes, more importantly, near a lovely red rock mountain. But do you notice that thing on the map? Yes, that's a witch hut. I've never found a witch before. Ever in single player. This obviously has not been discovered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a witch and I'm going to put it in my house. Now, we just have to find this creature. Thanks to the quantum suit helmet, I should be unable to be poisoned, which I think means the witch will be trapped in infinite loop. Maybe. Maybe. Do you see it? I don't. I haven't actually checked this hut out before. It might be inside. It might even have spawned inside the mountain somewhere. I hope not. I'm guessing it's in the hut, so let's go. Maybe if I can grab it with the G key before it attacks me. Where is it? Interestingly enough, they spawn with a cauldron. There should be a witch around here. I mean, I've never found one of these before. Do they spawn witches, or did they just exist on the boundary of the world? How rare are these structures? I don't actually know, but I am still in a swamp biome, albeit on the edge of a red rock mountain from extra biomes, but this is still technically a swamp. Oh my goodness, with a gigantic volcano in it. And is this area any different? No. That's just the shading texture. Okay. Wow, the volcano appears to have attacked the mountain. Alright, well, I was hoping to find a witch today. And put it in my house and see if it doesn't despawn. And particularly, if it doesn't despawn, I would technically kind of have a witch exhibit. Sort of like the Vintage Beef Zoo. Which is interesting, because I know Vintage Beef doesn't have a witch yet. Big props to him for building an amazing thing like a zoo. But, you know, just a little tribute would be having something like that in my house. I mean, I'm a Thomecrafty kind of guy, and, furthermore, I do appreciate displays. That's why a lot of my machines, you can see into their inner workings. I figure they make a wonderful decoration. So, how more appropriate would it be that I find a rare mob like a witch, and actually have it in my house? Kind of thing. But, the question is trying to find it now, unless somebody else between today and maybe 1 or 2 days, when, of course, I was working, unless they went through my portal and killed it themselves, it should be around here. I mean, I saw the hut. I said to myself, okay, I'm going to leave. I'm going to come back when I'm prepared, and I'm going to put it in my house. That was the entire plan. So, where would it be? And I'm possibly flying around the world right now just to see if I can generate... Oh, silverwood tree. Cool. See if I can generate maybe another hut. Because as rare as these huts are, since they're only in marshes, I'm guessing, hey, I might just find a hut next to another hut. Is that such a bad idea? In fact, wouldn't it show up on the minimap since it's trained to show hostile mobs? That's one reason. There's more of that quicksand, like I was saying. Where art thou, witchy? Witchy who? This is a witchy world. Now, where art thou? Okay, there's my portal. Let's go search around the floor. Now, these witches I mean, I've seen them when you fight them without armor, and they kill you. They kill you very quickly. They're very good at what they do, and that is killing people. So, let's maybe still fly around the peripheral. No, I'm too far. Alright, so the hut is right there. What could have happened to that witch? I was not here very long. Even if it decided to float around outside its house, where would it have gone? Like up the mountain, maybe? Up the waterfall? Now you can see it's newly generated terrain, right? This water destroyed that grass very recently because, of course, this is newly generated terrain. And I wasn't even here in this chunk long enough for the seeds to despawn, so if there's a witch around here, I would see it, wouldn't I? Witches aren't invisible, okay? They might be potion-y, but they aren't invisible. So where is the witch? Maybe if I hang out in the house a bit, she'll show up and be angry at me? I'm looking on the mini-map and I don't see anything. I mean, I'd have to test if you can actually see a witch on the mini-map at all. But, yeah. This is actually quite disappointing. I really expected to find one here. Somehow. Oh well, I guess I will, mine up some of this red rock, and, I'll see in a bit. Really, that's so sad. I was gonna totally put a witch in my house. I guess the search goes on for something like that. I mean, it is a quest. Befriend a witch, and I will totally allow myself to successfully do so, even if it's not in single quest. I mean, do they spawn witches eventually? Maybe I'll just come back at night and see if I can find one. Yeah, that might be a good plan. Alright, I'll be back, guys. Well, I've examined the Minecraft wiki, and it's quite dubious as to if the witch will be there in the future, or if I've simply gotten unlucky and it won't appear again. But one thing I can do is I found this fellow. It was apparently very well stuck in my trap. But there's no reason to keep him locked up, similarly to my librarian fellow. Let's go place this new Thomecraft villager, at the very least, in the witch area. Hey, if I do get a witch, I can put them together and they can have a happy, or, you know, a relatively happy existence together. There we go, we'll leave you there. Open up the floor, and we'll do with you what we would have done with the witch. Because in the absence of such a wonderful thing, you will do. The thing is, I think it also mentioned that because it's a hostile mob, witches may also despawn, which really kind of defeats the purpose. So, maybe having a Thomecraft villager inside of this, you know, witchy thing is slightly better. There we go. You don't seem very happy in here, do you, though? No matter. You'll get used to the place. Okay. Now, the only thing that's really missing is the ceiling. And hopefully that my villager, though he's taken some fall damage, unfortunately, he'll be fine, I think. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think that villagers ever regenerate their health. Ever? I think? I haven't seen it. I mean, villagers that you've punched a couple times seem to not heal. So I can only assume that's the case with him as well. Alright, so is this lit up enough? Most likely. There we go. There we go. Now he has his own little environment in my house. I've already checked, he really doesn't have any good trades. Especially since I have recently, with the Savant Queen from Thomic Bees, gotten all of the hidden research. You might have noticed that my golems around here have a bit of upgrades. Yes, that's exactly what it is. This one here, he's gotten his iron chestplate. Other ones have glasses. Oh, it looks really good. Now, how are you doing now? It's not possible for a zombie to spawn in there, right? No, I've got 2 lit torches, and it's a straight drop. I don't think mobs spawn attached to walls, so... Apparently we now have a thermic exhibit. Sure! Suppose it will do in the absence of a witch. I'll have to keep coming back, though, and figure out if perhaps there isn't some way to fix that. Oh, and while I'm here, let's just finish one little loose end, which is, I realized the other day that there was a problem with my impregnable queen, and that was that it wasn't making combs, and it turned out that it's because it was the one bee in my entire bee factory that was not yet injected with fast productivity serum, which really is so sad. I mean, that's one of the main things I should inject them with, in all honesty. So, let's see, which one of these... Is it this one? Yes, you're the one that does not yet have an impregnable... any bee in it. Perfect. Have I showed you guys around this area yet? Right through here is the bee reactor type deal, which, of course, is unstable and damages anything nearby. I just kind of put up an oil curtain here. Kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a shower, just to cleanse oneself. And here I have made another area of the underwater base. Very nice, very visual. I like that warded glass. Basically means you can look through the water. I mean, check that out. And of course, I finally used these areas as kind of a shortcut to head back up to the surface. Of course, very nice and scenic. Look at this. I love having an underwater base. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put in it. But just like how I recently added, perhaps an area for mob traps, which is right there. I don't know. The underwater base expands. And why? I'm not sure. I've basically gotten everything bee-related that I would need. So, your guess is as good as mine as to what'll happen next, but I can say, whatever it is, it's a heck of a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, and this is Fwipp, signing out. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep it real.